Okay, gotta figure out how to stop the music. There we go. Well, that was a new approach for me with music on it. So, well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Derek's Travel Chats for June 24th, 2021. As you know, this show was designed to be an information sharing opportunity for during the pandemic when it comes to travel and to keep people informed of just what's going on in different parts of the world and some different options for when you're ready to travel, that you will have some options to look forward to and hopefully be able to start making your plans. We're heading into the summer season. It's been quite warm here in St. John's and across Newfoundland lately. I think yesterday with the humidex as high as 37 in Gander and 34 here in St. John's. So we're starting to experience some lovely weather. But with that in mind, people are wanting to travel, and we know that the Atlantic bubble became into effect yesterday. With being able to travel freely back and forth to Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. Some restrictions into the New Brunswick part of it because where New Brunswick is open to other parts of Canada. So keep that in mind. Also, vaccine numbers are really beginning to increase, and we're getting closer and closer to that 75% mark for the first vaccination. And I know for myself, for the second vaccination, the 14th of July cannot come fast enough for me. So the sooner I get that second shot in the arm, the happier I will be. So again, because we're coming into summer, this actually will be my last show before the summer. We're going to take a little break. You will find throughout the summer, we'll be just taking some cuts from previous shows and continuing to encourage you to think about travel and to plan for the future for 2022, 2023, and beyond. So throughout the summer, you'll see some of those little videos that will pop up through my social media feed. So, and if you're on social media, there are a couple ways to contact me. My Twitter is Derek at 1958. You could go to YouTube, and it's Derek's Travel Chats. And if you want to look me up on Google, my webpage is embtravelservices.ca. All right, so today we're all about Malaysia. And I'm going to bring on my two guests today. Let me see, we've got Sandra and we have Anne.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So welcome, Sandra and Anne, to Derek's Travel Chats. And I am going to put Sandra's name up there first. I'm going to give it a try. See, I told you I had a short memory, but not just go Fonseca.
Nigo Fonseca. Close enough. There you go.
And Leon.
There you go.
There, 50% right. I got one out of two. There you go. Well, ladies, thank you very much for being part of Derek's Travel Chats. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on and talk about Malaysia and what you what Malaysia has to offer as a destination. So, I guess my first question to both of you is, how has Malaysia made out with COVID-19?
Well, it's been up and down. When COVID first started, Malaysia was like the worst in Southeast Asia, and we just went ahead. The government straight away introduced the movement control orders and got everything controlled, and then we spearheaded ahead and was like, in fact, one of the best destinations in Southeast Asia to visit. Well, not to visit because obviously the borders have been shut, but I won't lie, it's all been about transparency. The way we've gotten over COVID, and right now Malaysia is not doing that great. We are in our third wave, but again, with the vaccine rollout that's beginning to pick up in Malaysia. The numbers are slowly receding, like it is in Canada, and we are hoping to welcome international travelers by the fourth quarter of 2021.
Excellent. And how have you been able to deal with COVID, and from your position with Malaysia tourism?
We've been trying to keep the positivity thing going. I mean, you've seen how we've been sending out our little snippets about products and services in Malaysia. We've also been keeping in touch with the various properties and really attractions in Malaysia and how they're coping. They have been very stringent about moving forward with travel, not just international travel, but also for domestic travel. So very, very stringent protocols throughout the industry, be it the airlines, the attractions, just to prepare for travel. In fact, as of June last year, domestic travel was well on its way. Again, we had to deal with the ups and downs of the different variants, and now Malaysia is of course dealing with the variants in the country, and so we're doing the same thing with the movement control order, with strict protocols in place. Our numbers are going down, and things are getting better. But rest assured that Malaysia is being very careful. We do not want to open borders until we are absolutely certain that it's safe to do so, both for the Malaysian travelers as well as for international travelers.
And so, Anne, I know we kind of really probably didn't prepare for this, but from the hotelers in Malaysia, how are they preparing to receive guests?
They have the Association of Hoteliers in Malaysia actually have stringent rules. They actually they get certified for the protocols that are put in place, and they don't get certified if they're not audited. The Association of Hotels in Malaysia have actually hired an independent audit firm to audit these the various hotels, member hotels, to ensure that all protocols are met before they get safe certification for travel. Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, Sandra, I know you're going to take us through a little presentation, and then at the end of it, I'll have a beautiful video of that you sent me about Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
And one I can tell people right now, the video itself would attract you to want to be going to Malaysia. So it's just an absolutely stunning video. So but we'll go through your presentation and see what else Malaysia has to offer. So there you go.
Right then. Here you go. How do I?
Just go.
How do
just,
I? Oh,
just
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Full presentation. That's all.
How do I start it from the beginning? I can't seem to get to that button. How do I move the screen?
Just grab it at the top, I think.
Yeah, the panel is in my way and I can't get to open it.
Okay, just go down one slide at a time.
I the panel that has the side panel. How do I get rid of that?
Just double click on your main picture there.
Yeah, I double click on the main picture, but I can't click to the left. The left side is where it says start from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get to that button.
Okay. I'm not sure what I can see your computer. I can see your screen. I don't. You should be able to just hold on that orange part of your screen and pull to your right or to your left.
Can I? Yeah, sorry.
Just go from screen to screen. Just go down from each screen on your panel on your left-hand side. That's fine.
It won't go down. It's not moving.
Okay.
Can I stop sharing and start sharing again or something?
Yeah, we'll give that a try. Yeah. The technical parts of the show.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
That's
I'm
okay.
not sure.
Just hit stop share on the bottom and then go back.
Now I don't have the share button. There you go. Okay, do you see it?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yes, everything's good. Yeah.
Okay, so I can start now then. Thanks, Derek, for joining us. Stop me if this the PowerPoint doesn't go on, but okay. Anyways, Malaysia awaits you has been our mantra since the start of the pandemic for good reason. We are indeed waiting patiently for to be able to welcome Canadians back to Malaysia. So where in heavens is Malaysia? Well, we are located right in the heart of Southeast Asia, surrounded by some amazing Southeast Asian neighbors, and I'll tell you why they're so amazing later on. We have a population of over 31 million, very close to Canada's 36 million. But guess what? Canada is 30 times larger than Malaysia. Our capital city, Kuala Lumpur, Now, many of you might not know, but Malaysia is divided into two parts. Peninsula Malaysia, which is directly south of Thailand and north of Singapore, and Borneo, Malaysia. And on the island of Borneo, we take up the north and northwest parts of Borneo, and in the way of Sabah and Sarawak, our Bornean states. And we share borders with Brunei, where the richest man in the world lives, and Kalimantan, which belongs to Indonesia. Quick facts about Malaysia. Well, average temperatures.
Sandra.
Yes.
Yeah, your screens don't. I don't know if your screen is changing, but the one in the studio is not changing.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure why. I'll stop and I'll start again, I guess. The glitches. Okay, let's try again. Okay. So you've heard me from the beginning. Now I'll just gonna go to the quick facts. Do you see this? Fast facts?
It says, "Where in the heavens is Malaysia?"
Oh, wow. Okay. So next. You see the next one?
No, again, nothing is changing on yours. What is coming up from the shared screen is not coming up in the studio.
That's weird. Yeah, it's so you see where in heavens is Malaysia?
Yeah.
Okay, now?
No, nothing. Still the same.
I'm not sure. It's going on to the next slide for me, so what do you see now?
Same 1 to 2 hands.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I don't know what window.
And do you have a copy of? Do you have that same presentation?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I'm not sure. Okay.
Just go up and just put it up, and you just speak through the presentation. If the slides don't come up, that's okay.
Hold on 1 second. It's too bad, right? Cancel.
Just call it technical glitch.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like now it's not even showing. Now it's not even showing in the share. See, I click entire screen and then window, and it's not even showing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why.
Okay. Well, I mean, why don't you just talk through it? Just talk through the information that you were going to share with us between you and Anne.
Sure. Anyways, okay. So where in heavens is Malaysia? Well, we are located right in the heart of Southeast Asia, surrounded by some amazing neighbors. And like, I told you about the quick facts. We have summer all year round. We have 2 seasons, a wet and a dry. The wet season runs from mid-November to mid-February, but only affects the east coast of Peninsula Malaysia. So we'd like to think, and also the east coast of Borneo, Malaysia. So really, Malaysia is an all-year-round destination because the other parts of Malaysia is fine. Official language, Bahasa Malaysia, very much like Indonesian. We understand each other. English is spoken widely now. When I say that, I mean like English is compulsory in all national schools. So you'll find that English is spoken at different levels throughout the country. Time difference, 12 and 15 hours ahead of EST and PST respectively. Canadians do not need a visa. You can stay up to 3 months without a visa. Just make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months. Now, there are no direct flights to Malaysia from Canada, but these are the various airlines that will get you to Malaysia via major hubs in Asia. Now, when you get to Malaysia, Malaysia has three main hubs: Kuala Lumpur, our capital city, and then there's Penang off of the northwest coast of Peninsula Malaysia, and Kota Kinabalu, which is in Sabah, Malaysian Borneo. Now, most of the flights that fly into Malaysia will fly into Kuala Lumpur. The quickest way from Kuala Lumpur into the city, from the airport into the city, is the KLIA Express. It's an express train that takes 28 minutes and costs just about 31 Canadian. So it's the fastest way. It'll take you to KL Central. KL Central is very much like London Central. You can also, on your way out, check in at KL Central, get rid of your luggage, and you know that the train will take you only 28 minutes to get to the airport to board your flight. That's KL Central. KL Central is also where you can take the various trains throughout Malaysia, and also to, like the LRTs and the light rail transit throughout Kuala Lumpur. The main rail operator in Peninsula Malaysia is KTM Malaysia Berhad, or Malaysian Railways Limited. There are three main railways, including the West Coast Line, which runs along the West Coast, north to south in the Malaysian Peninsula. And then there's the East Coast Line, which will take you from the West Coast of Peninsula Malaysia to the East Coast of Peninsula Malaysia. And the branch lines will take you to intercity and between states. And of course,
Sandra, what airlines actually fly into Malaysia?
Okay, let me just go back. The airlines that will get you there, of course, all the Asian carriers like Cathay Pacific, China Southern, China Eastern, China Airlines, EVA Air, Xiamen Air, Korean Air. Of course, you can also, from the east, fly Qatar Airways, Etihad, Emirates, Air China, and of course, Turkish Airlines. And Air Canada, you can fly anywhere to Asia and connect from there via the Star Alliance to Malaysia. So definitely lots of accessibility. There's no direct flights. And of course, you'll be thankful for that too, because, you'll want to stretch your legs and whatnot before you continue your journey to Malaysia.
Yeah, most people will probably, they'll
Yeah,
travel
that's right.
a couple of day layover in different places to get there. So.
And I talked about rail travel. If you want like a fancier version of a rail travel, there is the Eastern Orient Express. It's a Thai-run railway system that takes you from Thailand through Peninsula Malaysia and on to Singapore. So that's rail. And then traveling by road. Now, Malaysia has the most amazing highways, and not because I say so, but because we're one of the largest producers of rubber in the world, and of course bitumen is one of the main ingredients for quality roads. And so Malaysia has some amazing network of roads, and also all signs in English and Malay. And I don't recommend, of course, driving in the city, because the traffic jams and the congestion is just insane. In the city, definitely, check out the SkyTrain and what have you, which actually is, all built by Bombardier of Canada. So, it's that's the Canadian connection. And we have lots of Canadian connections, really. So definitely travel by road. And then I also will take you to the KL hop-on, hop-off bus. Now, in any city, if you're in there for the first time, I think getting onto the hop-on, hop-off bus would be the best way to, learn about the city. There are two passes. Of course, the hop-on, hop-off bus will be at designated stops in and around Kuala Lumpur in 20-minute intervals, daily between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. So it's really, really easy. It has a total of 23 designated stops within the city. And it spans over 40 attractions. So really, really a great way to see the city. They have a 48-hour pass for 23 Canadian and a 24-hour pass for 17 Canadian. What I would do is buy a 2-day pass. The first day you can scope out the attractions, and then the second day you can use it for transportation to check out the attractions that interest you. So why Malaysia? Well, we will give you 3 very good reasons. One, definitely value for your dollar. 1 Canadian is about 3.1 Malaysian ringgit. What that equates to, well, 10 Canadian will get you 3 amazing meals a day. So it's that affordable. It's one of the safest places in the world to visit, and of course, it offers you a huge array of things to see, do, and experience. And these three reasons are why Malaysia has made Lonely Planet's list of top 10 destinations to visit repeatedly. So why Malaysia again? Well, Malaysia is kind of like the cultural and eco-adventure hub of Asia. Why? Because Malaysia will give you cultural diversity and biodiversity. So why cultural diversity? Well, Malaysia is home to Asia's three main races, the Malays, the Chinese, the Indians, over 20 indigenous races. Plus, back in the day, everybody wanted a piece of Malaysia. So I won't say colonized, but we were occupied by the Dutch and then the Portuguese, and later colonized by the British. And you will see traces of these throughout the country that have been preserved, lovingly preserved, really, throughout the country. So you will see all of this around the country. And I also mentioned location. We are right in the heart of Southeast Asia, surrounded by some amazing Southeast Asian neighbors, and we have absorbed wonderful influences from all our neighbors. And when I say influences, I don't mean like your corner Thai restaurant. There's lots of that in Canada as well. One good example is Penang. Penang is located off of the northwest coast of Peninsula Malaysia, where on the same street you'll find like a Thai Buddhist temple and a Burmese Buddhist temple right across from each other. It's crazy. And it's right there in Malaysia. On the one side, everybody's Thai. On the other side, is everybody's Burmese. It's crazy. And then in a little state called Malacca, where our history began, there is actually a thriving Portuguese community. Would you ever think like you'll find a Portuguese community in Malaysia? Well, you definitely can in Malacca, and you can go there and enjoy, Portuguese culture. They put up performances, great Portuguese food, what have you. And because of this amazing diversity, we say Malaysia is truly Asia. Now, with so many cultures comes food, and of course, more food. Now, besides your Malay, your Chinese, and your Indian food, you have the fusion numbers. The Malay Chinese, which we call the Baba Nyonya food. And then there's the Malay Indian, which we call the Mama food. And then there's Eurasian food and Portuguese food. And they say if you have a Malaysian meal every day, it would take you a whole year before you have to repeat a dish. It's crazy. And besides, if you get fed up of Malaysian food, know that we have our share of the McDonald's and Burger Kings and Starbucks and KFC and all the rest. And, we really take a pride in knowing that we do food well, including Western food. There is a French restaurant at the Kuala Lumpur Shangri-La Hotel called Lafitte. And Condé Nast Traveler named it the best French restaurant in the world a few years back. So go figure. Anyways, you're not seeing the pictures, so I'm not going to go through the iconic dishes, but like nasi lemak is our national dish. I also will tell you a little bit about curry laksa. Curry laksa is actually a curry noodle dish with a rich curry broth topped with prawns, chicken, and tofu puffs. And a little known fact, curry laksa is Mel Gibson's go-to dish for anger management. He was interviewed at during the Tonight Show during Jay Leno's time, and at the time his anger issues were the focus. And Jay Leno asked him, he said, "How do you deal with your anger issues?" And he said, "Well, I cook a Malaysian curry noodle dish called laksa." I was like, whoa! I was watching the interview and I was like just blown away. Anyways, there's also asam laksa, which is a tangier version of the laksa. This one is a spicy noodle soup dish filled with chunks of mackerel, topped with freshly sliced cucumber and pineapple, and a spoonful of prawn paste. This is amazing. And Anthony Bourdain, the late Anthony Bourdain, describes it as everything he loves in one single bowl. That's his favorite dish. So that's asam laksa. So you want to try that as well. Being home to so many cultures means festivals pretty much all year round. Malaysia has a public holiday for all major festivals in respect of each and every one of her major races. So lots of holidays. And we work at the tourism board. We enjoy Canadian holidays as well as the Malaysian holidays. The best way to go. We have a total of, I think, 17 days and 17 days, right?
Yep, 17 days
Yeah,
for
so a lot of
us.
people like kind of like think like, my God, when do you work? So, anyways, our festival starting from Hari Raya Aidil Fitri, which marks the completion of the 1 month fasting period of Ramadan. And then there's, of course, the first day of the lunar calendar, Chinese New Year. It's also a public holiday, and it's observed by all Malaysians as well as Malaysian Chinese. Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights, celebrated by Malaysian Hindus, and of course the harvest festivals of Sabah and Sarawak in the way of Keamatan and Gawai, respectively. Now, Malaysia, besides cultural diversity, Malaysia also brings you biodiversity both on land and in water. Now, in the water, we are so lucky to be located right above the world's coral triangle. Now, this is the world's coral triangle. So what does this mean? Well, Malaysia is one of the most biodiverse, but the waters surrounding Malaysia, is home to the most biodiverse marine ecosystems in the world. So what does this mean to the traveler? If you like diving, if you like snorkeling, or if you want to get into any kind of beach activity, please, please, please remember Malaysia. You won't regret it. Besides that, Malaysia also brings you biodiversity on land. We are so blessed to be included as one of only 12 mega biodiverse countries in the world. Now, Malaysia is home to the oldest rainforest in the world that is 130 million years old, with flora and fauna yet unnamed. I know it sounds very cliched, but really 10 square kilometers of Malaysian rainforest has more flora and fauna than the whole of North America and Europe combined. Again, 130 million year old rainforest. I just read an article by a Canadian writer who makes a reference to, when dinosaurs used to roam the earth some 64 million years ago. And, just the thought of dinosaurs traversing the rainforest of Malaysia just blows my mind. It's crazy. But yes, it is that old. It's older than the dinosaur age. And so really, really, again, what does this mean to the traveler? Well, you can go hiking or jungle trekking, or take a river safari and come across the largest flower in the world in the way of the rafflesia. I really hope you could see these pictures, but glitches, right? Anyways, the rafflesia, the largest ones are said to span some 5 feet in diameter, blooms just once a year, and apparently when it blooms, it smells like a rotting corpse. And yet, every single picture I've seen of a rafflesia has somebody's face right up to it. Besides that, you may come across the orangutan. Now, you can see orangutans in their natural surroundings, and of course, that's the best way to view them because they will be in their element, and you will have that much more. Your experience will be that much more profound. You may also come across the proboscis monkey. Now, I wish I could share this picture with you. This is the freakiest looking animal ever. I called him the stud of the Malaysian Borneo rainforest. Why? Because in the world of proboscis monkeys, the larger the nose, of course, the more handsome the ladies think you are. So the dominant male, has the largest nose, and at any given time, he has at least 20 females in his harem. So eat your heart out, guys. Besides the proboscis monkey, there's also the pygmy elephants, also endemic to the area, right? You won't see them anywhere else besides, at least not in captivity. You'll only see them in the rainforest of Borneo. Now, the pygmy elephants are really, really cute. They're the adult ones are much smaller than the regular elephants, and that's why we call them our forever baby elephants. Just like how you call your little dogs your forever puppies. Well, these are our forever baby elephants because they have baby faces throughout their lives, and they're tiny and they're absolutely cute. Now, besides the up to now, that Malaysia gives you cultural diversity and biodiversity, but what else can we give you? We can give you more than 4,600 kilometers of coastline, 878 islands, many still uninhabited, with white sandy beaches, crystal clear water that is warm. Now, I get a kick out of taking travel agents and people back to Malaysia. When they hit the water, they're like, this surprised look on their faces because the water feels like bath water, so you can stay in there forever. It's really, really cool. Besides that, we can give you a huge array of outdoor adventures from jungle trekking to whitewater rafting to mountain climbing to zip lining. Rest assured that if it's anything outdoorsy and in tropical weather, Malaysia will have it. If you're into UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Malaysia has 4, Penang and Georgetown for the cultural diversity and heritage, Kinabalu and Mulu National Parks in Borneo for their pristine biodiversity, and Lenggong Valley for its contribution toward priceless archaeological finds. We're also one of the world's leaders in conservation and sustainability, and Canadians are great. They love to know that they're somehow giving back to Mother Nature, somehow giving back to the community, and treading lightly on the earth. One of our more popular conservation efforts is the wildlife rehabilitation centers that rehabilitate captured wildlife, be it orangutans or proboscis monkeys, and help nurture them and reintroduce them into the wild. Every visit to these centers will ensure that these animals don't go extinct, and will ensure that these centers continue to do the amazing work that they do. Another way to give back is by participating in a homestay. Now, homestay in Malaysia is not like billeting. It's a government-assisted program for the rural communities in Malaysia. When you go into a homestay, you eat like them, you dress like them, you become part of the family. And it's the best way really to immerse yourself in local culture. Some people have chosen to get married in a homestay. And when you get married in a homestay, the whole community gets together to prepare your wedding feast. And the whole community will, of course, attend your wedding because, they're family. Last but not least, volunteerism. Well, there are many volunteer opportunities in Malaysia, ranging from replanting of trees to saving the turtles to replanting of coral, wildlife rehabilitation centers. In fact, some years back, I met a Canadian lady who used to volunteer her services at the Toronto Zoo. I met her at the Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Center in Sabah, Malaysian Borneo, and she was working in the nursery. She had a baby orangutan in her arms, and she said she wouldn't give it up for anything in the world. She was having an absolutely amazing time. So definitely volunteerism in Malaysia is big. Now, when travel returns, we know, travel is all about experiences, and your experiences start with your resort. And, fortunately for all of us, resorts in Malaysia are really, really affordable. And, I've included a few slides on, and of course you don't see it, too bad, but I've included a few slides on over the water bungalows, because we've had so many requests for over the water bungalows. And we have numerous number of them, both on the peninsula as well as in Borneo. So definitely check that out. And reach out to us. We can actually send you more information on over the water bungalows. Besides that, wellness. Now, when you think wellness, more often than not in Asia, you will think Thailand. But Malaysia has never really pushed ourselves as a wellness destination. But wellness in Malaysia, like everything else, it's influenced by our multicultural and diverse population, as well as our amazingly diverse natural landscapes. If you're looking to go off the grid, or to find some kind of escape, or to connect with nature, or if you want to lose yourself on a secluded beach somewhere, or if you want a unique spa treatment that you will find nowhere else in the world, then Malaysia is definitely your destination.
Literally in the chat the entire time. You can't get through the content of the show. And then...
Sorry,
that something came up on my phone. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. And then we also have lots of, I know before the pandemic, people have been prioritizing not just their health and physical well-being, but also spiritual and mental health. And we have many religious and spiritual retreats in Malaysia as well, ranging from, based on Buddhist teachings, based on Christianity teachings, and of course Islam and Hinduism as well. And of course, if you're in Malaysia, you want to check out Malaysia's signature massage. Is called Urutan Malaysia, and it's more than a massage. It combines the traditional wellness facilities and practices of and herbal remedies of the Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous communities in Malaysia. When travel returns, people are going to want, unique experiences. One such experience is conquering Mount Kinabalu, which is the highest peak in Southeast Asia. I know it's tough. You're not seeing pictures, and I'm just talking, but I really hope, I can hold you for a little bit longer. Anyways, conquering Mount Kinabalu will also have you conquering the highest via ferrata in the world. Now, what is a via ferrata? It's a series of metal rungs, ladders, and suspension bridges that will help you scale the mountain. There are two routes, one for the established climber and one, they say, a 10-year-old can do. So very, very affordable. You might also want to, very doable, I'm afraid. You also want to check out the one of the best dive spots in the world in the way of Sipadan. It's located off of the east coast of Sabah, Malaysia, and Borneo, and rated by dive professionals as, the world's best in numerous dive categories. You might want to also check out the Langkawi Sky Bridge. It's the longest free span and curved bridge in the world. And a beautiful structure that will give you an aerial view of Langkawi's 99 islands. And also you can see Thailand from there because it's up north on the northwest coast of Peninsula Malaysia. Then there's a beautiful whimsical experience, Sky Mirror, very much like the Salar de Uyuni in Borneo, in Bolivia, where you can take some amazing Instagram worthy pictures. And then there's blue tears. Now, blue tears is also a natural phenomenon that is caused by bioluminescent phytoplankton that are disturbed by rolling waves. And you can actually, it's just amazing. You can actually leave your neon footprints in these blue tears. Take lots of pictures, and if you're into captions at all, you can say, hey, I left my neon footprints in the blue tears of Tusan Beach, Miri, Sarawak, Malaysian Borneo. And, if you cannot swim like me, and if you cannot dive like me, there's an option called sea walking. Now, sea walking is cool. They put a helmet on your that sits on your shoulders. It's about 50 pounds, but you don't feel the weight when you're in the water. Ladies, you'll be glad to know that your hair and makeup stays dry. They lower you 15 feet onto the seabed, and you interact with the marine life. It's really, really cool. I've tried it. And then after that, they give you a certificate that says you're a certified sea walker. Besides sea walking, this you have to try. My God, it is the longest. It is called the coral flying. It is the longest island to island zip line in the world. It is 250 meters long, and it'll zip you from Sapi Island to Gaya Island, both off of the northwest coast of Sabah, Malaysia, and Borneo. From up there, you will see the coral because the water is crystal clear. Up there, you will have unobstructed views of the South China Sea and the surrounding islands. It's just amazing. Besides coral flying, you want to try the jungle train. I told you about the jungle train. It's not a high-speed train. It takes about 10 and a half hours, but it meanders through our ancient rainforest and the countryside, and it's really, really great. It's very, very affordable. It costs 15 Canadian, actually, will get you in first class. And if you want to sleep through your journey, you can buy a berth for 40 bucks. So really, that's the jungle train. There's also the North Borneo Railway train, which is fantastic. It's a half-day retro-style railway carriage pulled by a classic British-made Vulcan steam locomotive. And it's cool. This is available in Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, Malaysian Borneo. And it costs only 112 Canadian and includes both breakfast and lunch. Last but not least, nightlife. Well, Malaysian nightlife is crazy. I mean, a lot of people think that Malaysia is a very conservative country, but it does not mean that we do not know how to party. Now, the thing that's in most cities, you'll find clubs galore, really, and they stay open until 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy, and I don't know, a lot of them, like a lot of Malaysians, go party all night until 3-4 o'clock in the morning and go to work the next day. It's unbelievable, but they do it. The new concept in entertainment is lifestyle complexes. Now, simply put, it's like a mall of clubs, and you're thinking, like, why in heavens? But like, I got to visit one of them, and I thought, my God, what a concept! There's something for everyone. I saw like an establishment, a family-friendly establishment, kid-friendly. You can take the whole family there, and then there was like a wine bar for a quiet couples night out, and a country and western bar, a jazz bar. You get the picture. And also there was a discotheque there. It was huge, and there was clubs for everybody. And every single one of these establishments had live music, and they attract musicians and performers from all over the world because they offer the platform for these musicians to do what they do best. So the nightlife in Malaysia, definitely check that out. Earlier this year, we teamed up with a few Canadian tour operators in our Book Now, Travel Later, Malaysia Awaits You initiative, which had them create some amazing Malaysian package deals. Starting from Canada One Travel, who have Canada One Travel has 3 packages: 11 days Best of Malaysia, Best of Peninsula Malaysia from Canadian 2380, 10 days East Malaysia Sabah experience from Canadian 4510, 11 days East Malaysia Sarawak experience from Canadian 2260. All 3 are buy one, get one half off if booked by August 31st, 2021, and valid for travel through August 31st, 2022. And Go Away Travel also has a package, 11 days Essential Borneo, the wilds of Sabah and Sarawak, Malaysian Borneo, a private guided tour with a $275 savings if booked by July 31st, 2021. The package is starts off from 3,030 and valid for travel through January 2022. And then finally, there's Royal Scenic Holidays. They have 2 packages, 10 days Discover Malaysia at 2350 and 5 days Langkawi Escape priced at 2040. Both packages are buy one, get one half off if booked by September 30th, 2021 and valid for travel through March 2022. As the world anticipates some semblance of normalcy and the return of long-haul travel, please note that Malaysia is hoping to welcome international travelers by the 4th quarter of 2021. But until then, keep safe, keep healthy, be kind to one another, and know that Malaysia awaits you. Terima kasih. Now, if you want more information on Malaysia, if you want to download brochures, videos, what have you, you can go to www.malaysia.travel. Please also like us on Facebook, malaysia.travel.ca. Or if you want to email me or my colleague, it's sandra@tourism.gov.my. Sandra@tourism.gov.my or Anne@tourism.gov.my. And now I'm going to leave you with a video of Malaysia, that pretty much summarizes what the country is all about. So at least you'll be able to have some visual. I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened, but
if anyone was looking for information, they feel free to contact me, and we'll
definitely
make arrangements for any of those tours that Sandra mentioned.
Exactly. I forgot to mention that, all these tours, you can book through Derek, you can book through TPI. They have they partner with all these tour operators, and they're well versed with the destination, and Derek will definitely help you there.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just end off Sandra and Anne's presentation with a video I have here. And as soon as the video is over, I'll come back for a few comments, and then we'll see each other in September. So now, here we go. Just have to do this. Wow, I tell you, that's pretty exciting country to be able to visit, hopefully sometime soon. So before we close the show, I just want to remind everybody that we'll be returning in September with Derek's Travel Chats, and throughout the summer, we will be showing bits of previous episodes, targeting different topics and so on. Next Thursday is Memorial Day here in Newfoundland and Labrador, marking the 105th anniversary of the Battle of Beaumont Hamel. In actual fact, if things were the way there should have been, we would have been leaving 2 days from now to make that trek for the Trail of the Caribou with a group of people. But unfortunately, with the travel restrictions in France and here in Canada, we weren't able to do that. But the good news is that next year, June and July, we are planning to do the Trail of the Caribou. And if you are interested, please just email me for the details. We have some wonderful opportunities, and there will be an opportunity also to take a side trip to Gallipoli to see the newest caribou. So on Thursday, please stop by the National War Memorial here in St. John's to pay your respects, or the memorials in all of the small communities around the province. Stop by, take a moment to reflect on the freedoms we have and the sacrifices given by the people who gave their lives for us to be able to be free and do what we do today. Again, also, uh, take time to spend time with your family this summer. If you're able to travel within the Atlantic bubble in different places to meet up with family, I hope you're able to do that, and just enjoy what life has to offer, and begin to know that we'll be back to normal. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and we are getting closer and closer to that. Make sure you get your vaccinations. If you haven't got your first one, please sign up and get it so that you can get your second one very quickly. I know I'm having my second one in a couple of weeks' time, and I hope many more. Based on the difficulty of trying to get the time for it, I know there's lots who are just waiting to get that second vaccination. So have a great summer, everybody. Enjoy the great weather that we know we're expecting to have has started, and we will see you in September. And by the way, in September, we will be late September, early October, we will be hosting a virtual travel show where you will get to talk to people like Sandra and other guests that we have had on the show, and you will be able to take advantage of some show specials, giveaways, and all sorts of things. And that's coming and in late September, early October. So stay tuned for more information on that. Have a great summer, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.